Hey, good morning. My name's John Wright, and you're not. You know, God could use a worthless sinner like me that my family can make fun of and just continue their ongoing and ongoing and ongoing. And all I could say is, hey, do you believe me, goddamn now? Because if you fucking don't, you're going to. Now, if everybody didn't understand what happened the other day, over the last few videos, I got frazzled a little bit. I told you things happen when I get fucking pissed off. And matter of fact, there's a big storm and I seen the outset of the storm. I seen it fucking coming. I felt it coming. I felt the friction from what happened at Safeways, what happened at the coffee shop, what happened with the guy down at the mini storage coming down there and flipping a bitch and seeing him, and then the storm happens. Boy, I'll tell you, when people fucking piss me off, and that's not all, you thought that was something, that's nothing. Because the city man that I usually help put stuff in his truck or something, or I put stuff there and I will put it in his truck, that cable, that tire, that whatever that was there. When I come down there, I could see him shaking his head. He's disappointed somebody's doing something. And there's a goddamn sign there that says adopt a park. What's wrong with me picking up goddamn cigarette butts and picking up the goddamn garbage, and the fucking parking lot swells and goddamn gets big and the fucking parking lot's full now. It's just like opening up a bowling alley. And few cars, now there's goddamn lots of cars. And there's lots of cars and it's nice. A lot of people come down and see me. There's people wandering around. Geez, did look at this? Do you see all the trees down and this really good looking woman? I'm over there where I'm standing, where all this here took place, and I'm standing there by the cotton tree. And I told the woman, I said, how did you like that windstorm? She goes, look at all the branches and stuff. She's really good looking, by the way. And she's just got this smile on her face like she goddamn knows she's talking to me, you know. And I tell her I stood right there and watched the whole windstorm, and I never even got rained on. I fucking sat there and laughed as it went total Gilligan's Island, went total tropical. And by the way, the weather pattern from 3 days from before this, at about 6 p.m., it went fucking AWOL around here, just fucking nuts. The fucking wind, I won't say they were hurricane force, but they're fucking so goddamn that it blew the people off the dock that I talked to personally. Hey, that's the way it goddamn works. And I'll tell you what, you know, I witnessed the mountain blow on May 18th. I was right there. Jerry Wright stood on the left-hand side of me. Rich Baker stood right there. They looked at me and they say, what are you looking at? And I said, there goes Mount St. Helens. They turn, they drop their fucking jaws. You know, it's a jaw-dropping adventure with me. It's a fucking action-packed thing, and it's goddamn deadly. And I'll tell you what, don't fucking stir the pot, because when things get stirred up, the fucking shit happens. And I'm not sure if God allows us to get stirred up, because it starts at one place, another place, another place. I'm fucking stirred up like a fucking hornet inside. I hold it back from everyone. I do not want to fucking go off on anybody. I just prefer be fucking goddamn alone, you know? And I'll tell you, this is how God feels about me. I amuse God. You do not have a choice. I am sick of it. You know, God is amused with me. You do not have a choice. I am sick of it. He's goddamn sick of it. I'm goddamn sick of it. And I would suggest that Iran and Lebanon, you know, if you even want to fucking stay in goddamn business, you better fucking comply with goddamn your community, your fucking local area, and fucking let it go out like a fucking ripple from your goddamn country. Iran, you're about ready to goddamn be decimated, and we do not need the fucking... No, hey, you know what? You guys think your goddamn nuclear weapons and something is something? I'll tell you what, how did you like Mount St. Helens blowing off? Did you see the goddamn devastation that was there? Did you see the fucking devastation from Mount St. Helens? How would you like to have that goddamn power unleashed upon you? Fucking, I'll tell you, Iran, Syria, Lebanon, you fucking little chain of fucking countries that go around to like that. Hey, I'll tell you what, Yemen, any of those goddamn countries in the fucking Middle East that wants to stir up shit, God's forces upon everywhere. It don't matter where the fuck you are. Siberia, Russia, fucking Bangkok, fucking Thailand. You goddamn fucking know it. When God's power comes down onto the world, what you gonna fucking do? You can't do goddamn nothing. You are in checkmate. I told my sister I fucking put a figure 4 leg lock on the goddamn world. On the fucking universe. And I'll tell you what, if I get pissed off, God's pissed. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'm just going to go down this list because I got a goddamn list. First off, I am used God. You do not have a choice. You do not have a goddamn choice. If Hezbollah thinks that they're going to fucking put something on fucking hold and stall God, when our fucking ships come over there and the fucking first time that somebody pulls a goddamn trigger, annihilation. God Almighty's fucking pissed off. And by the way, I don't know if the U.S. Army or any of these forces even have to push a goddamn button, because God's power and fucking natural disasters will fucking happen. I've dealt with natural disasters happening. I'm telling you, you can't control a goddamn natural disaster. You know what? But you fucking pissed me off and the natural disaster is going to goddamn happen. And I'm just going to fucking pray and try to pull it fucking back, because when God fucking hammers you, that's fucking over. You've lived your fucking life of destiny, and it's fucking, you fulfilled your promise, and it's over. It's like Minerva. Do you know what Minerva is? Just think about it. A man's forced to do what he's got to goddamn do. God will make him do it. Moses was forced to do what God made Moses do. He was fucking sent from Pharaoh into the desert to his death. He made it across there. He brought back Noah's staff to him and handed it back to him. And how do you feel today, Ernie Tobeck? And I love everybody. This is my son's coffee cup. This is one of the rare items that I do have of my son's. A toucan cup, and you two can do it too. I'll tell you what, you must do it. God don't give you a goddamn choice. God's giving you a fucking moment in history and time. You fucking cease to desist what you're fucking doing wrong in your life, and you straighten it out immediately. You fucking see garbage on the goddamn ground. I don't fucking mean maybe. You bend over and you fucking pick it up, because you know what? The Holy Father's eyes is upon the earth, and he uses them through me. If I see a goddamn if I see cigarette butts on the ground, he isn't fucking pleased. I goddamn know it. I fucking pick them up. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. And I have amused you. I have amused you. Can you write my name in the sand? He is so funny. I wrote his name in the sand. He wants me to say he wants me to write his name in the sand. You know what I wrote? And I'm so funny. I wrote his name in the sand. I am the Rock. He is so wise. He is so wise. He is the Rock. I am the Rock. He is so wise. Are you sick of what you see? Are you sick of what you see? Barred from people I love. Goddamn dirtbags. And by the way, city officials, I told that guy yesterday, or the other day, the guy that comes down to the park that works for the city, I told him, you're going to find out who the cushion between the Holy Father and the earth is. And I explained to him, and then I fucking was saying, God damn all you fucking people. God damn you people up there. God damn you people up there. And that guy goddamn heard it. I fucking said it, and I said, I'm not meaning this, but you are in the position of being in this position. Excuse me. You just God just wants what's his. It's just that goddamn simple. God wants what's fucking his. And Iran and Lebanon, you know what you goddamn did as far as God's concerned, as far as I goddamn concerned too. He's laughing at his enemies. I think it's his happy moment. This is his fucking happy moment. He's laughing at his goddamn enemies. And that's anybody that has any animosity towards anyone else. Stop your animosity. Stop your fucking hatred. What you gotta do when the Holy Father's power comes over you, you get on goddamn line, you fucking check out the storm that was within the last 72 hours of this broadcast today. You look up Camas, Washington, and I'm telling you, right here was the epicenter. There's goddamn trees fucking hanging down. There's fucking shit smashed. There's branches all over the fucking parking lot over there on the other side of the dock that's shaped like an L shape. You go to the fucking top of that dock over there, there's branches and stuff laid out. I didn't even pick them up over there. Somebody else pulled the shit out of the way and threw it off the hill, it appears, because there was more stuff there. I stood right there and fucking laughed while all this is going on because God allows me to do so. Could you imagine? And I fucking imagine Moses looking across the Columbia River and fucking spreading it before an event happens. And this happened now, I think it's happened twice. I think it happened in 2014. And those people know who the fuck I am. And these, it happened back in 2014. It happened now. It flips from time to time. Jesus Christ, when it fucking happens, I don't know what to expect when I come into the coffee shop. Things could be different. I seen the girls yesterday, and you know, even the woman that was serving me, and I had to get out of their coffee shop. I seen her come out and look at concern. I have no animosity towards anybody. I peacefully came in and got my cup of coffee, showing them that I was okay. And I've told women that was in there, if I'm gone and I'm not missing, girls, I don't want you to worry about me. And I told them I don't want, because I'm not going to worry about you. I cannot worry about these girls. I cannot worry about the things that they do in their lives. It's their personal it's their personal priorities and stuff that's theirs and theirs alone. I have no right to inflict my will upon anybody. I tried to keep to myself, and I got a goddamn smile on my face because the Holy Father uses me. I could just imagine all the preachers out there that feel the power of the Holy Father working in them, and they do their sermons and stuff, and you know what they get out of it? They get the charge of the fulfillment of fulfilling the Holy Father's desires, you know, is what I see. And I tell you, funny, laughing at his enemies' faces. He's laughing at his enemies' faces. And he wants them to be ashes under my feet. He wants me to witness these things happening. I mean, I'm enjoying it myself. I enjoy these things that happen when they happen, but not if it causes such a deadly thing. I mean, I'm sitting back and it's God's will, you know, and what you gonna do when the Holy Father's power runs wild upon you? Hey, you're in first goddamn place. You're in first place. You're gonna fucking get it if you fucking don't love God. You know, I have 4 clipboards right here, and I know I've got a 5th one. I've got legal work. I've got the stuff I've got to do. I've got people I fucking deal with every day. I've got notes that I take. I personally get feelings, images, and I goddamn see the future sometimes, the things that's about ready to happen. It's not as crystal clear as I think, but I goddamn know what it's about, why it's about, and I go at awe when it happens. You know what I am telling you, and I'm telling you the truth. The King James Version of the Bible, try it today. I never sat around and tried practicing witchcraft or any of this goddamn bullshit like this. I've always believed in the Holy Father, the Holy Son, and the Holy Spirit. And I never put nobody before the Holy Father, but except knowing that his Son is the doorstep to get to the Father, because you cannot get to the Father but only through the Son. And if I am the Son of God, and I'm just saying, fuck you, you don't goddamn fucking respect me, I don't give a fuck. Don't please me. You please the Holy Father, because if you please the Holy Father, it'll fucking please me. And if people do love me and they do please me, great, wonderful, fine. If you've pleased me, you've pleased the Holy Father. Would you continue it into your life? Because I'd like you to please the Holy Father, so the Holy Father would be goddamn pleased with me. I do not like the friction between the Holy Father and the earth, and anybody that fucking crosses my path, they cross the boths, you're getting an X on your life, you're getting blotted out. Do you understand that? Blotted out for fucking ever is what I'm getting. And by the way, I amuse God, you do not have a fucking choice. By the way, I don't have a choice, you don't have a choice. And by the way, this is God's world, it's not your fucking world, and you're just inhabitants here. He just looks at you like you're somebody that's a squatter on his planet that's filthied it. He fucking hates it. He's provided so many ways for you guys to get fucking help, and you refuse to get fucking help. You decide to lean on the others because of your inadequacies. Just because you know, if you don't get what you want, you're going to throw a bigger goddamn fit that's going to throw a wrench into all these fucking people's life if they don't comply. Fuck you, those days are goddamn over. I want those fucking red fucking signs and shit ripped off of these fucking things. God Almighty's fucking pissed over the goddamn color red. People using red and use their red writings like fucking danger. You want to read some goddamn danger? Open up the fucking Bible and read the red fucking writing. Right there is God's writing. If you fucking write in red and stuff, you're in goddamn trouble. I could goddamn write in red every fucking day I want in my life because I goddamn am the equivalent of the Holy Father on heaven. I am in him and he is in me, and it's just that goddamn simple. You don't have to make anything bigger out of it than what it is. Beach balls are bigger if you like to kiss one of those. But I goddamn tell you, if you do not treat people with fucking respect, the Holy Father is not goddamn pleased with you. If you don't pick up goddamn garbage around your place and quit making it a sight for someone else to see and be sick of, that goddamn Father in heaven's gonna fucking come down upon your life. Every facet of your life, he will fucking destroy you at. You fucking will cut your finger in the goddamn morning. I talked to a person the other day, and he says, don't shake my hand, because it was this hand, like that. And I said, I usually don't shake anyone's hand, but I will shake your hand because I love her. And it was the man's woman that he's with, and she very well knows who she is. He knows who he is. We've talked, and when I shook his hand, he told me he had a cut across the palm of his hand. Now, and when I walked past the couple the other night down at the park, she goes, I overheard her. I got earplugs in, but I can hear things. I can't hear the sounds that's out and away, and I can hear the things that's closer to me. I can hear music and stuff, and I don't hear the background noises. And I'll tell you what, you might want to try a fucking pair of earplugs, because all of the noise that's happening is so loud. It's such at a noise level barrier. It needs to goddamn quiet down, because when you're affecting people and you're affecting post-traumatic stress disorder You know, there's a problem. And by the way, I get confessions from people, and the confessions that I hear from people are fucking hilarious. Now, just the other night before last, I was coming out of the grocery store, and I ended up I'm outside the grocery store an hour after the grocery store is left, because there's a guy there. He's 84 years old, and he's telling me confessions. You know, he's seen the sign that says DB Copper on the thing. The cops was involved in it. It says Cooper, it says Copper. The cops was fucking involved in the DB Cooper crime. They were behind it. It was an inside job. And that's just the way it is. The evidence is right on YouTube. The fucking evidence is out there. Here's another person. That's a friendly honk. People see me, they fucking friendly honk. They know who the fuck I am. And by the way, people are getting nicer. When they came down, they seen all the blowdown and stuff down there. And right there, I believe, was the epicenter of this whole event, was right there at that steamboat landing right here at Kamoshassuga, Washington. You can look on the news. It's there. I shouldn't have to put up news broadcasts to know. And I wonder what happened in Morton, Washington, up in Chehalis and stuff too. Did they feel God's fury? Because that was God's fury. And if you thought that was something, it's nothing. God will fucking blow away Iran. God will blow away Lebanon. God will fucking make shit happen in Morton, Washington, like the roof's caving in, which it did. Back before this happened, about 2011, I think it was. And Walmart flooded. It was a fucking national news thing, that great big flood in Washington State, right up there. Walmart in Chehalis, Washington, Lewis County, Washington. Right there, that flood happened, and all the cops knew. They're fucking stirring me up. My mom even reported that I probably prayed for something like this to happen. You should have seen the looks on everyone's faces. My niece comes up, there's a flood over there, there's a flood over there, there's a flood over there. You know, they walk into my house, they don't even fucking knock to come in my house and announce shit. They come in fucking saying, do you know what's happened? You know what's happened? I don't know what's happened. I slept right through it like a fucking baby. I witnessed stuff happen in front of me, and I could just go out there and go, woohoo, it's a fucking fun. Because I'm calling it in, and it is fun. And if you think that God's power does not work through me, goodbye. Sayonara. I'm fucking telling you. You're in fucking first place. And I'm telling you the fucking scenes before it fucking happens. I knew Clarence Thomas was fucking dirty before it happened. And I goddamn tell you, Lebanon and Iran, you're on the fucking verge of having your lights shut out over there in Iran. I've been fucking pissed off at you since the 1980s. The 50 Americans that got murdered in Beirut, those servicemen. God's fury is out on you. God's fury is out on the fucking Fairhearts are jumping up and down in front of me. George Fairheart jumped in front of me. Your dad's now our slave. These people had my dad bathing in Pine Sol. Goddamn every fucking one of them. Even my sister Bonnie, she goddamn drink a bottle of fucking Pine Sol. You fucking open it up. I want you to fucking smell it. Eat that goddamn red spaghetti and fucking know your goddamn lives are over. Because God told me you're finished. You're fucked. God's anger and wrath is upon the earth. And I'll goddamn tell you what. I'm having a fucking cup of coffee in the morning. I'm going to try to have a goddamn good day. I'm fucking got a place that's fucking a few miles out of town. That's 11 acres. There's a couple people that live on the property. There's a fucking road that has a fucking, comes down with a fucking Y. The fucking other end goes back the other way. They're down there. I'm up here. They're on the fucking lower ridge than me, and I'm gonna fucking look down and over them, and I'm looking down the valley, and I got a goddamn river that has gold pay dirt in it right fucking there. I'll make myself a little fucking shop right there, and when I leave, he can fucking have it. That means as long as I pay the rent there, even if I fucking don't live there, I got a goddamn shop there, is what I understand. And that will be wonderful. And by the way, if I find gold there, I'm going to give the guy a percentage of gold there, whether it's 10% or up to 21%. That is the fucking negotiable thing, because if I'm making it, I'm going to give it to him, and I want him to take it. So there's no fucking argument about what's going on there. You know, when you have something that's on someone's piece of property and you're making money, you better fucking grease the wheel. You better fucking make it right. And you better fucking make it right in life for people that's doing things for you. You know, I'd pay Ernie Tobeck $30 an hour to go and do things for me. Why? Because no one can say he fucking got Ernie to do stuff for him for fucking free. No way. Nobody owns Ernie. There's no fucking slavery to me. If you ask somebody to do something for you, you better be fucking willing to pay them to do it. Because if you're asking people for doing something for you, you're fucking doing nothing but putting slavery upon them. Whining, pissing, moaning, complaining to get your goddamn way, and you don't have a fucking right. I don't care if they're your children. You don't fucking enslave your children to do goddamn jack shit. Your children should know the proper things to do. They should help you where it's time. They should be with you and not against you. I always asked myself, how could they be with me and against me at the same goddamn time? And it's because I am the Father's Son. So now, if you're with me, you're with me. And if you're against me, you're against me forever goddamn more. And don't fucking push it, because goddamn, Iran is fucking gonna get goddamn leveled. And it don't matter whether the fucking United States military does it. It doesn't matter whether Israel does it. It doesn't matter fucking who does it, because the Holy Father's gonna be in control of all the little things clicking and popping and twisting to make it fucking happen. The drum beat is moving forward. And by the way, when the flood happened in Lewis County and Walmart went under, I called the radio station where my wife works, my ex-wife works, and I had them play the little drummer boy. The guy says, so, are you happy? Oh, no, I'm happy. I have nothing wrong with it. You mean, you know what they did at the radio station? After I did that, and I called up the little drummer boy, and I was fucking happy, and it was live on air, I got banned from calling the radio station. You could ask my wife. They asked me not to fucking call the radio station and do a goddamn request when she's off, not even working. I never go down to the radio station, and when I go down there, all that I see is goddamn smiles. But I was asked not to, because when it flooded with that, and by the way, I never made another goddamn request ever fucking again. Isn't that funny? And to my ex-wife, Kathy, I love you. And wasn't that fun when God's presence came over our wedding, when me and you got married in front of Bonnie and Ernie? Kathy, just tell the goddamn truth, because the truth will set you free, but the lie won't. If you've sinned against somebody, tell them you sinned against them. I enjoy telling people when I've done something. Like the guy that runs the bowling alley over in Centralia, or used to. I come in there and he tells me how this bowling season's the worst. I says it's because I'm out there at the other bowling center beating up on all you guys. I want every fucking bit of business. And I told him, Earl, and I would have went to work with Earl in this little 8-lane bowling alley. I mean, I could have been offered the bowling alley, I'm sure, but these people want to sell me the goddamn bowling alleys and stuff because my dad and then was hooked to this DB Cooper crap. I lost $200,000 down in Lewis County easily. Michael Claxton said, and Michael Claxton down there in Longview, Washington, you goddamn let the fucking clock go out 2 times. The first time I caught it and I said, you guys are goddamn doing this. And the second time they let the clock run out and they handed me the stack of my papers and told me that I was entitled to $400,000 and now you could sue us. I never sued Michael Claxton's office down there in Longview, Washington, because for one, I have this thing. I'm not throwing good money out after bad money, and I don't want money from a goddamn lawsuit. Oh, and by the way, if I would have taken this, they would have fucking went after me for the money and stole it from me, and I would have ended up dead. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I would have had to sign a disclosure, and I could never come out legally and tell the goddamn truth, ethically. By the way, as far as I'm concerned, all of those lawyers, Michael Claxton, James L. Rowland, and you two were in bed together, fucking conspiring against me through the Department of L&I, by the way, and you made it into a 3-ring circus. You made it goddamn personal. And by the way, there's red fucking writing in my goddamn files up there at the Department of L&I under my claim. K5974115, K97499. And this insubordinate son of a bitches, they've paid me the lower on the goddamn thing when they should have paid me the fucking higher, or fucking stuck it right in between. And right there, I have a fucking problem with the Department of L&I, and I have a goddamn grievance with everybody there over fucking screwing me for over 50 fucking cents. You fucking screw me for 50 cents, I fucking hate you for the rest of your goddamn life. And you want to talk about 50 cents? How about the 50-cent president, John F. Kennedy? By the way, Mr. Biden sent Lancer bombers over to the Middle East to fucking blow the hell out of the Middle East a while back. Those was Lancer bombers. The code name for John F. Kennedy is Lancer. By the way, the boy that got killed on my bed was Terry Lance Shortridge. They made it in such a way so you'd know it was all connected to the Republican Party, which they call that bowling alley Millhouse Smokehouse in Morton, Washington now. And by the way, when you can't get Starbucks, go and buy their coffee and just make it while you're on the run and have fun with D.B. Cooper's son. D.B. Cooper's son ended up being the Holy Father's son, and this is a zodiac, and it's all biblical. And if you knew better, you do better. And what you gonna do when the Holy Father's son runs fucking wild on you? And if I'm pissed off and I got a grievance with you, you got a grievance with the Holy Father, and you better fucking clear it up right goddamn now, because it's your life, it's not mine. You make your bed in it, you fucking lie in it. And if you're a lion, you're a liar. I'm the fucking lion. I'm God's lion. I guess I'm the Lion King. And you know what? I don't feel fucking special. I feel goddamn raped and abused. And by the way, the Holy Father's son and the fucking his heart when he's goddamn raw fucking feeling bad and stuff like this, somebody's gonna goddamn pay, because why? They crossed the fucking boss, and now I'm gonna cross you out. I'm gonna blot you out for the Father in heaven, for the Father sees what I see. He tells me all the time, I see what you see. And by the way, I amuse God, and you don't amuse God at all. And by the way, you can't, what's he say to me? He says, You can't beat me. You're inferior. You are no match to me. And I'm just telling you the truth, and you're in first place to get fucking buried and be pile drived straight into the fucking ground. And you know why? Because the Holy Father's Son is here. He's telling you point blank, I love you more than the Holy Father loves you. You don't mean nothing to the Holy Father because you've already fucking failed. You are the devil's children. You are the children of Cain. Hey, if you do better, you do better. And also, going right along with that, if you did well, it would be accepted. Fucking follow the book today. Get into the Word. This is the only way that Cain's children have any fucking hope at all. And you have a great cup of coffee. And this year, you know, if you go to the store and you have to purchase it, get the Maxwell House brand. It is really a comfortable taste of feeling coffee. And it's a little more mellower than the Folgers brand. The Folgers brand is also good. It's high revving, it's high test. I get a lot of work done with it. But if I like flavor and I'm a connoisseur, I like the Maxwell House brand. And I do a comparison all the time. I did Schick versus Gillette, and Schick won. Hey, oh, by the way, Safeway's over there in Camas, Washington. I came in there 2 days in a row. I was hassled when I buy stuff there. Just pay me just say what the goddamn price is and don't fucking go into goddamn details and don't hassle me about bags and stuff. And by the way, you could take that $22 and fucking stick it right up your ass. I left $22 there because the woman fucking said something rude to me and I just fucking like she's gonna goddamn call the cops on me. And I said, T, just take my money. I'm being held up. I was raped at Safeway's yesterday. By the way, I was raped at fucking Safeway's yesterday by a woman that fucking started screaming foul when I'm in the goddamn grocery store. And then I have 2 women chasing me out trying to give me my money because they goddamn know they're in fucking hell with me. By the way, I told them I'm D.B. Cooper's son. I'm goddamn sick of it. And by the way, you've been blotted out. You come against the Holy Father's Son, you're fucking gonna pay. That woman's been blotted out. Her fucking career in within God's fucking thing is over. How dare that woman? And by the way, I did nothing wrong. I did goddamn nothing wrong. And by the way, God's fury is so fucking angered. I don't even fucking want to greet people. I don't want to fucking meet people. And goddamn says all of them can go to goddamn hell. And I love every one of you. And he hates you with all of his heart. He hates you with all of his passion. Why? Because you fail him and then you goddamn lie that you're a fucking stand-up person when you're fucking not. He says, liar, liar, pants on fire, you're all gonna goddamn pay. And he's laughing and I amuse him. And you know what? I'm just telling you the way it fucking is because I have nothing else better to do than to tell you the truth. You need to straighten up, get in the King James Version today. Don't fucking delay when you see garbage outside. Fucking pick it up like assholes and elbows like your fucking life depends on it. Because your life does depend on it. From this moment on, when I tell you this, when you hear it in your fucking... You better resonate to you. This guy's telling you the truth. Why? Check out the storm that happened here just the other night. How would you like to have that storm in your life every fucking day? I have people down here. I heard in the Chinese restaurant 2 seats over about the weather for a long time. I wear earplugs in my ears so I don't hear shit. I'm just telling you the truth. I love you so much. The Holy Father does not love you at all, and I'm the cushion between him and I am the rock. And believe me, I get the fucking red writing from him all the time. Oh, here. This was, I didn't go through the second list. I will make this before we get off this here station here. I am on the beach I am on a rock. I am the rock. We agree. We don't give a fuck. Just telling you. You better look twice to see it. And I am in you and you are in me. And that's what the Holy Father says. And by the way, if you were in good with the Holy Father, you would be in the Holy Father, and the Holy Father will be in you. He will come into your life. He will change you. I need not change you. I'm just telling you the way that you do it. And by the way, I'm no better than you. I'm a filthy fucking rag, and I've been called terrible names that I wouldn't even ever call you. And you have a wonderful day, because my name's John T. Wright, and I'm telling you the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. And I'm fulfilling my obligations with the Holy Father, whether my family members fucking agree with me or not. I just don't give a fuck. Have a nice day, and have a great life. Do good, be good, do what you can for your neighbors, and don't fucking raise your fist to God Almighty. And be happy that you're alive, because you're lucky to be alive, and you have a wonderful day. Iran and those other countries over there, you better fucking watch out, because you better get right with God, because God will shut off your lights, and I will push the button. I will tell you, I will be pushing the goddamn button. And Joe Biden and nobody else has a fucking choice. Kamala does not have a choice. Donald Trump is the Antichrist, and he don't have a goddamn choice either. But all of you do have a choice. You can decide to be better today. Clear it up. Little red trucks. I do not fucking like red shit. I do not like people that fucking think they're powerful in red writing, because the Holy Father's color is red. You're fucking flying the Holy Father's colors when you fly fucking red, and be goddamn aware. You be aware today, because I'm goddamn telling you the truth. I went out of my way to tell you, and it's Minerva. And I'm fulfilling my obligations to God Almighty, and that's what I'm going to do. And if you don't like it, fuck you. I don't care. And have a nice day.